The fire that broke out around 8 on Friday morning in Caye Caulker pushed the lean firefighting team on the island to its limits. Station officer with the Belize Fire Service, Kenneth Mortis, said that the Caye Caulker Fire Department found itself having to fight a raging inferno which completely gutted the sports bar and La Cubana restaurant.
What we once knew as an available waterhead over time, an establishment is being built and then it cuts off the water supply for us. Nevertheless, we must continue the job that we are paid and trained to do, which is firefighting. We managed to draw off water some 1,300 feet away from the location. That was when we faced a slight mechanical problem that was probably rendered after a couple of minutes. You look at building almost touching high tension wires, almost touching lampposts. It is a serious effect that pose a threat. You know, we build and years and nothing happens, and then when something like this happens, what triggers a pointing blame game finger, so to speak. You know, and that isn't something that we want to continue down this road. I'm hoping that, again, this is only a hope, that we can sit with the proper authorities that be and set out some kind of guideline that is in place in terms of distances between buildings, distances between fences, between high tension wires and so forth.
The estimate of the loss suffered by the owner of the sports bar is not known and the business was not insured. But La Cubana restaurant suffered about $770,000 in losses, but was insured. Today, the Chairlady of Caye Caulker, Seleny Villanueva-Pott, raised the concern that there is an urgent need for more trained fire personnel on the island, and that was a glaring observation for everyone who was at the fire scene on Friday.
It's very important that we have more than 3 firemen. You know, Caye Caulker is not as tiny as it used to be with all these developments that are springing up. So it's important that we better equip ourselves with these things.
Station officer Kenneth Mortis said that the void will be filled in less than a year.
While we were fortunate enough that the civilians, though they might not be happy based on the outcome, but they played a crucial role in assisting the fire department with the bucket brigade. That combined with our firefighting effort managed to limit the disaster to 2 structures.
The bucket brigade, a common sight whenever there is a big fire in Caye Caulker, was evident very soon during the blaze. Residents and visitors put their shoulders to the proverbial wheel. They did as they have done before when fires have threatened their village. The islanders organized themselves into an important firefighting team, and that, Chairlady Pott said, resulted in preventing the fire from spreading.
Once we noticed that the fire truck and the firemen were having their difficulties, that's when, you know, we decided to mobilize the bucket brigade. And honestly, that is what saved 2 buildings. It saved the bamboos building, and it saved the Holchan Marine Reserve building. That never fails. That's one thing, it never fails. And the people were very adamant of saving bamboos. You know, for a minute we thought we would have lost the entire block, but I say that this time we fought with hands and heart, because nobody wanted to give up and everybody was like, no, we won't let this one catch on fire, and really didn't.
Mortis advised that smoke detectors and fire extinguishers are 2 important pieces of equipment that oftentimes save lives and property once they are used properly. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.